control that. The most of that is thing run is your win. I told that it's all control and hold video. Show the respect control that.
So today, you guys, I got a special surprise. So what's up, King?
What's up, Tori?
Not much. Thank you for coming through.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what you got me here for? What's up?
So, word on the streets, because you've been doing it for a while, I've been doing it, and, the word on the streets is that you had an issue with me.
I did.
Okay. And what was your issue?
I'm saying when I first walked in here, I gotta look at Tara J's ass. Here we go.
It's your girl, Pittsburgh's most poet, Cannabis Queen. Make sure y'all like, share, follow, and stream. Hustle hard to get it season 2. I'm in here coming to shake things up, show y'all how we get down in the city.
I'm not going to argue with people. I'm not going to beg anybody for an opportunity for them. We came from the bottom and we climbed our way up here. You got to. You ain't got no other choice. Because ain't nobody giving you nothing out of here. You gotta take the short, and what we don't do is sugarcoat anything.
Hey, what we fixing to do? What we fixing to do?
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Tara J with HotxxMagOnlineRadio. Okay, listen, you guys, I am not prepared right now. Listen, today we went to a yard sale, and y'all, I'm not gonna put my age out here, but I'm old enough to where I should have been to a yard sale before in my life, and never once have I been to a yard sale. So today was the first day that we actually been to a yard sale. It was dope. You know what I mean? They had some cute stuff there. And then we got to, take part in that as well. So it was pretty dope overall. But tonight, you guys, I'm super excited because we have one of my favorites coming live tonight. Okay. Not only is she one of my favorites, I'm a little biased, but she's my real life friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I really rock with her in real life, like outside of this business stuff, which we do very well too. But outside of here, I really rock with her. She's always been there for me from day one when we first met way back. Like it's just been a vibe. You know what I mean? I really salute and respect her a lot. She was there for me in my darkest times, never went anywhere, and still till this day. And what? I wanted her brand ambassador. Y'all already know how I'm coming with the Millian drip. Okay, like I said in my one song with the Millian Couture, you know how we walking in the VIP. Okay, so, and you know what? Before we bring her live, we got to spin that song one time for the one time. Okay, one time for the one time. So let's get into You Checking Who, Lazy Bad, and I need y'all to rock with me, okay? All right, let's do this.
Eastside Mob, y'all already know what to do. Buddha. L-A-D-Y-T, bad. I see y'all doing a lot of subliminals. I see y'all talking a lot of crap. I see you out there with y'all Twitter fingers and stuff. You checking who? Not me. But you know I'm about it. Got that cognac in my Louis. Spend a stack and make it back. You checking who? Bitch, not me. But you know I'm about it. Got that cognac in my Louis. Spend a stack and make it back. You checking who? Bitch, not me. But you know I'm about it. Got that cognac in my Louis. Spend a stack and make it back. You checking who? Bitch, not me. But you know I'm about it. Got that cognac in my Louis. Spend a stack and make don't step outside for free. When promoters call to book me, they already paid the fee. All these bitches talking bookings, but you can't compare to me. This a real bitch summer, are you ready for the seat? They checking who, bitch stop, cause I'm dropping them receipts. Drop the pen, I'ma pull up in a load with the bread. We getting money over here, bro, bitches over there. Walk up in the VIP, dripped out in Millian. He said he love my guitar, I said make me roar. He say pull up, I say pull up, then we meet up in this car. You checking who, bitch, not me. Bitch, you know I'm about it, got that cognac in my Louis, spin a stack and make it back. You checking who, bitch, not me. Bitch, you know I'm about it, got that cognac in my Louis, spin a stack and make
Hey,
it
listen,
back.
I know that y'all heard what I said. Y'all said I walk up in that VIP, dripped out in Millian. He said he loved my couture. I said, make him roar. He say pull up. I say pull up. Then we meet up in his car. Okay. And listen, if y'all ever checked out that Millian drip, y'all know the vibes already. But y'all can hear me talk about Millian all day. But I gotta bring somebody who could do it better than me. Somebody who created it. Somebody who's phenomenal at it. Okay. So what we get ready to do is bring my girl Millian live. You know what I'm saying? So give her a minute. She about to join back. You know what I'm saying? But what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring her live. We're gonna go over a couple things, like how she got started in the fashion industry, because a lot of times, you guys, nowadays, you hear me on the show interviewing music artists or even actors at this point, but you never really have me interview a fashion statement, a fashion person, anybody in fashion. So I'm super excited to bring her live. Okay. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good?
Hey, what's up, gang and them? What's good?
Hey,
What's good?
how are you today?
Listen, you checking who? Not
I'm
me,
me.
okay? Walk up in that VIP, dripped in Million. He said he loved my couture, okay? That's the vibe we on. That's how I'm doing. You feel me? You already know what time it is. Love the hustle. We outside with it.
Yes, y'all listen, Millian everywhere. Okay. I be seeing Millian Couture brand in these streets. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Listen, you can't hear it, but in the background, I got my smooth jazz going because I'm just chilling this Sunday. So, just chilling out, just chilling out.
Yes, I love it. And as you should, because you've been working, okay?
Oh my God,
You've been on the go.
man. Listen,
Like,
JT from City Girls said, "I don't have a job. I am a job." Like at this point, legitimately, I am a job. I am a brand. It's really crazy out here. Like I'm blessed. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm blessed to be out here working and doing what I love. So I'm excited.
definitely. Now, for the people tuning in for the first time, introduce yourself a little bit to them and let them know how you first got started in the fashion business.
So what's up, everybody? My name is Millian. I am the CEO and founder of Millian Couture NY. So short version of how I got started in the fashion industry is that I actually did an internship in, dang, I mean, this will probably tell my age, but I was a teenager at the time. I'll say that. I did it in the early 2000s. I'll say that. I did an internship for a Japanese clothing brand called Nepenthes America at the time. So that's where I got my first real introduction into the fashion industry. I started out as an intern, then I graduated into running a few of their warehouses and stuff like that. It wasn't a very long time. It wasn't a crazy you know long experience. It was a very short-lived experience. I say that. A lot of times when you are somebody that has a bright light and you shine, there's always going to be that one person there that's going to be hating, and they're going to do everything they can to basically knock you off your pedestal because you overshadowing them or outshining them. So it was a great experience nonetheless. But the shout out to everybody in Independence America. I still tune into what they got going on. But from there, I took some time off, started really just indulging in fabrics, learning about fabric, learning about material, learning about different ways to stylize. So I was working at a lot of different retail chains like Macy's, Forever 21. And then I got a lot of different opportunities to style, a couple of my friends that were on the rise in the music industry, like independently back in the day. So I was able to get that going. From there, I think really it was just a matter of connecting with certain people in the industry. And then once I was able to connect with the, certain people in the industry, I started doing the New York Fashion Weeks and, things like that. So that's pretty much my journey. I say short version because, like I said, it's really like a long story on how I started my journey in the fashion industry.
Sorry, you guys. But being part of New York Fashion Week, that's big. Like, being able to get an opportunity and have your clothing in that is super dope.
Absolutely, 100%. I would say being a New Yorker, being able to break out in New York is a very, very hard thing, especially when it comes to the fashion industry, because one, we have millions and millions of people every day that we're battling just to get a job. Two, you have to be outstanding. You have to be super creative. Like, you just have to be that type of person where what you do is captivating, right? So being a part of New York Fashion Week was always a dream of mine. I actually moved away from the city before I even was in New York Fashion Week. I think I was in either PA or out here in the DMV area when I actually went out to New York Fashion Week. So I wasn't even in the city anymore when I got the opportunity to go in like 2022. So like I'm really ecstatic about that. It was an amazing experience. We'll talk a little bit more about Fashion Week, I guess, later on in the interview. I do have some things, but we'll get to that.
Yes, I love it. So I want to ask you, what was one of the first pieces you ever made, when you start designing clothing? And do you still have it?
Actually, I do. One of the first pieces I made, like anybody that knows me know I like hats. Like, I'm obsessed with hats. I feel like a good hat can really bring an outfit together. So I did actually make the wildlife bucket hat. I don't know if a lot of people remember that hat, but I would go get it, but it's way over there. I do still have that piece. I made it. It was one of the first pieces I made in 2019. And believe it or not, like my little cousin just told me that he actually gave someone one of those hats and they went to Paris, and a lot of people was asking about it. And it's interesting because my plan is probably, if not the end of this year, next year, to be in Paris. So the fact that people were actually interested in the hat and asking whose brand it was, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a sign. We need to go to Paris. Okay, so it's up. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward for sure.
Oh my goodness, Millian in Paris. I can see it now.
It's MC Paris, okay? MC Paris. I like that. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Paris. I'm in love with the city, in love with the vibe. Anyone that is really into fashion knows that you really want to go to Paris. That's really when you want to make your mark. If you are in the fashion industry, you should definitely go to Paris.
Yep. Very true. Very true. And it's so inspiring too. Like you just said, like when you think of Paris, I think of like a paradise, like somewhere totally different, somewhere peaceful, somewhere fun. But besides Paris, for instance, who or what would you say inspires you the most when it comes to, being a fashion statement?
I mean, as a New Yorker, we just have a different sense of style altogether. Like you can get people that run around in couture all day in New York. You get people that have like the best ready to wear outfits that they put together. I mean, like New York is one of those places where you can see 50 different styles, 50 different types of streetwear. You know what I mean? Nothing is the same. So I would say outside of Paris, New York is like really inspirational when it comes to like how I create, you know what I mean? But Paris, like most people are like, oh, it's a city of love, this and that foremost, but like they don't really talk too much about Paris when it comes to like the fashion industry. So if you don't really know, and if you're interested in being a fashion designer, if you could make your way to Paris and go to the ateliers and things like that, go out there, explore, you know what I mean? Like it's amazing, like the history, so rich.
Yeah, it really is. It's dope. I mean, honestly, but you ain't never lied, because even like I'm not from New York, you guys, as y'all know, but I've been there before, and you hear, I have friends like Millian, and I have Jazzy, and other friends that are from New York, and just their sense of style, like she said, is different. You know what I mean? But it stands out. It's kind of like how when you hear somebody from New York talk, you're like, oh, they're from New York. It's the same thing when they dress. You're like, oh, they must be from New York.
Right. It's very distinct, very distinct. But I wanted to also add, because I always got to shout out my mom Dukes as one of my biggest inspirations. Like I always got to shout out my mom Dukes. If it wasn't for me just watching her and being up underneath her all the time, I wouldn't be doing any of this. I think I would probably be doing it, but just not on the scale that I'm doing it on. So shout out Mom Dukes.
Yes, huge shout out to her. We love you, girl. I told y'all it's deeper than this business stuff with us.
Listen, that's my sister right there, period. My mother is her mother. Okay,
Yes.
like let's just let it be known.
Okay. I freaking love it. So, right now you have a new collection out. Last time you were on, we talked about your older collection, which is
Yes,
still popping and fire. But
yes,
you have a new collection. You got the glasses.
yes, ma'am. We got
Yes.
the Starlight sunglasses, which this is my first time doing accessories, like period. Like I've been wanting to do accessories for quite a while. If you are just following me, like another piece of information you should know is I've been doing this for about 6.5 years. So while there's a lot of people out there that pretend like they don't know who Millian Couture is, like who's that? I'm pretty sure you know exactly who I am, Pittsburgh. I was out there as an artist in the past, and I came across a couple different people that love to have Millian Couture's name in their mouth. But if you don't know who I am, I've been doing this for about 6.5 years. Yeah, clock it. So I've been doing this for about 6.5 years. I have the Starlight sunglasses. That is my first installment of my accessories, and it took over. Honestly, like I didn't even expect to get the reaction. I mean, I did, but I really didn't expect to get the reaction that I did. So that's a part of my collection. The Love the Hustle t-shirts, it's all about the concrete jungle. And we know that we're roses, we have thorns. Sometimes that come out of us. We have seasons where we go through pain. We have seasons where we're blooming. We have seasons where we're growing. So that's why I chose to do Love the Hustle, because we're all out here pursuing a dream. We're all out here pursuing something in life, whether it be music, whether it be fashion, whether you're out here on a radio and you're a radio personality. We all have a hustle. So that my Love the Hustle collection is out right now. It's at Ayo University, okay, 400 North Center Street, Westminster, Maryland. Okay, that was a situation in and of itself. Like, God is good. That's a part of my collection. I do have a few other things that I will be dropping, so stay tuned.
Ooh, y'all, it's straight fire. Let me tell y'all about me. So y'all know I'm a brat sometimes. And listen, Millian noticed too. I be trying to like not really be dramatic in her inbox, but these glasses dropped, y'all. I was so jealous. These glasses dropped, and I'm like, what are those? Why do I see Millian on it? I'm like, no, I didn't get any. So I inboxed her and I'm like, hey, I like the glasses. They're nice. Wish I had a pair. And I know she like, oh, this girl. All right, man.
Not at all. Not at all. Hey, shout out my girl Ray. That's my baby. Listen, I am gonna let you guys know right now. I'm for real, for real. If you've never worked with me before, I don't like bandwagon people, but I will tell you, if you have never worked with me before, you might want to tap in. My girl right there, Real and Explicit, was just on the other day. She's very humble, but I want y'all to go and look out for Underrated. It's out right now. Underrated, Real and Explicit.
Yes, huge shout out to the girl, Real and Explicit. What's poppin', sis?
Listen, Tara J deserves everything that she gets. She's the best brand ambassador that anybody can ask for. So a lot of people hit me up and they're like, how can I be a brand ambassador? I suggest you go on Tara J's page and figure out the blueprint, and she will give you the recipe on what it means to be a representative of MCNY.
Yes.
That's
And thank you.
So whatever she wants, she gonna get. I'm like surprised at you. Because I'm surprised I don't see. I mean, we match it with the olive green now, but I'm surprised that we're gonna have a conversation. But that's okay. That's okay.
You know what's so funny, yo?
Right? I don't see it.
Oh man, y'all. And you know what's so funny? I definitely thought about it, and I was like, she's gonna kill me. I said, yeah, she's gonna kill me. And then I got on. I said, okay, she's not realizing right now.
Oh no, I'm always on it. But listen, like I said, you guys, Tara J is amazing. I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't have my charger.
Okay.
I know that's just not the thing to say, but if it dies, I will absolutely come back on. But I'm just letting you know. But so Tara J is like the best brand ambassador anybody could ask for. We've been rocking for, I don't even know now, like 9-10 years deep.
Yeah.
I will always come on here. I will always update you guys. I will always tap it with Tara J. It doesn't matter how big you get. Y'all got to realize and recognize, stop burning bridges.
That part.
You know what I mean? A lot of people burn bridges with their day ones, and it's unfortunate. I had a recent situation where, I think it was just a weird encounter. But when you are the type of person where you want the best for somebody, sometimes they don't always want the best for themselves, or they don't realize how they can self-sabotage themselves. So me and Tara J, we're going to forever be locked in. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, locked in. Y'all rocking with me. Y'all better be rocking with her. You rocking with her. You better be rocking with me.
That's period. That's period.
Yeah. So, as we just talked about was your newest collection. I love the newest collection. Again, glasses are going crazy. I see them all over my timeline, even with people I'm not friends with, which I don't know how that's happening, but the algorithm, I guess. I'm
You
like,
gotta
hey,
love
here
the
it is.
algorithm right now. The algorithm listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And the goal is to let people know that you're here. I told everybody in my last interview that I did. If you didn't see it, I'll plug you guys with the YouTube link. You have to let people know that you're here. A lot of times people are saying that they want opportunities, but you're not doing anything that you possibly can do. And I'm going to lean in. You're not doing everything that you should be doing to let people know that you are here. If you're an artist and you're not out here in the streets 24/7 saying, hey, my name is real and explicit. Hey, my name is Tara J. Hey, my name is Millian. How do they know who you are? How can they find you? You go on these people pages and it's like they got 10,000 other things on their page, but you're telling me that you're this individual. I have no idea. I have no idea. How do I know that you say who you are? How can I take you seriously if you're not out here? Only way to be out here is to flood the streets. Get outside, get off the couch, stop making excuses. Okay? You know what
Yeah.
y'all gotta say y'all want something to do, y'all ain't got nothing to do, but you're sitting at home, you want to go to college, Mr. DeVry University, him? What happened? I don't know what happened. The hustle is not there, but get you some hustle.
Yes.
Because I love the hustle. All day, every day. The hustle is why my algorithm is jumping. The hustle is why people that she don't even know is now tuning into Millian Couture. And I'm using that person. I don't really toot my horn too much, but I'm going to do it today. Okay,
Very
because
good.
like I said, there's a lot of people in the city that got a lot to say. Today is the day. Come talk to me. Come holler at me. Pop up in the chat. We can have a conversation too.
Ooh, yes, big NY energy in the building.
I'm just
Okay.
saying. It's a lot of people that got a lot of things to say. I'm here now. Come hop in the chat. We could have a discussion and we can keep it cute, professional, and we can, get it out there. Because like I said, it's a lot of people that got a lot of things to say. But I'm glad. You want to know why? That means that I'm actually making the mark.
That part. Now, and I gotta ask because we clocking tea right now. It wouldn't be right. They're gonna get mad at me and yell at me in the comments in a little bit if I don't ask.
Yes, New York is in the building. Jasmine, we big New York, big New York. You already know what time it is. Brooklyn.
Hey, Jesse B. Yes, but I gotta ask because you're clocking tea right now. What is going on? Because one thing that I know about Millian, and as I told y'all, I've been rocking with her since the brand started. So I've known her to always be positive and fun and never negative. So for her to be in her bag, what did y'all do to her? You know what I mean, what happened?
Well, I'll be honest with you. Shout out to Noni. Okay, I'm gonna start right there. Shout out to Noni. She did her big one with the uncut jams. I'm hoping that maybe she could bring it back around again. You know what I mean? But like ever since the uncut jams, like I noticed I wasn't on the scene for like 10 years. And I guess I had my moment on stage, right? And a lot of people wasn't feeling the fact that I tore it down. You left, I tore it down. The video was out there. Y'all can check it out. Like I said, I don't really toot my horn too much, but I am that girl. I used to go by Phenomenal Key, and I'm always going to be phenomenal in the things that I do because why? I keep God first, and that's what I got to understand. They tell people all the time, y'all see their glory, but you don't know their story. Y'all don't know nothing about me, anything other than what I tell y'all. So what I'm saying to you is, the moment y'all put your mouth on me, just be prepared to understand that God got me every single time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So since Uncut Jams, everybody got a lot of things that they want to say about Millian Couture. Like I said, it's a lot of bandwagon people. It's a lot of people that been there from day one. There's a lot of people that I thought was cool that come to find out y'all snakes in the grass. But it's okay. That's why you keep your grass cut low so you could actually see people. Everybody don't have the best intention for you. And at the end of the day, that's cool because you got a lot of people that are leeches. You got people out there that want what you have, but they can't step into your shoes. They can't even put 5 feet down, let alone 10 toes. All right. So it started from that and it kind of just, went from there, went kind of crazy. And like I said, I'm very humble. I don't really pay attention to a lot of the stuff, but it doesn't mean that I don't hear things. Doesn't mean that I don't see things because I'm too busy.
Clock it.
I'm actually outside. And if you didn't see it, go on my page if y'all want something to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want something to do, scroll on my page. You'll see I just opened up a store with 149 other designers. Okay. That's what we're out here doing. Okay. That's what we're doing. We're working. Okay. And when you put in that work, you put in that footwork and you leave your footprint, because my brand's motto is make a lasting impression. What type of impression are y'all leaving? Because a lot of y'all got a legacy of negativity and people don't want to work with y'all, including me. So a lot of people hopping in my DMs, my inbox. I want to work with you. You're not getting nothing for free, sweetheart. If y'all think that I don't keep that y'all trying to get free MCNY, I'm new to this. Never. True to this, always. I see what y'all doing out here. Y'all just want free merch. And I shout out to my day one, shout out to all my hashtag millionaires. They've been rocking with me since 2019. I know who's real, I know who's bandwagon, I know who's fake, and I know at the end of the day, it's a lot of y'all I am going to reach out to. It's a lot of y'all I do want to work with. But like I said, that energy that a lot of people have in Pittsburgh is very negative, and it overshadows what y'all got going on. So that's what's going on. So I want to speak on the fact that people have my name in their mouth. Continue to talk about MCNY. I appreciate it. Stink.
Clock it. Period. I mean, when you pop in, they talking. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, 100%.
Yes. 100%. Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked to hear that, y'all. When I mean like she's the most humblest person, like I'm shocked. I'm like, what the heck? Like nobody's safe, you guys. Like it's just
I'm sorry. I'm a straight shooter. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I'm a call BS when I see BS, and a lot of people be on BS, but they pretend to be your friend, but they're not really your friend. They pretend that they on your team, but they're not really on your team. When a lot of people can't take constructive criticism either. It's like if we're gonna be friends, and I'm gonna tell you, hey Tara J, you're like, hey, maybe you didn't present yourself in the best light. Like you're better than this. Don't take it as me trying to attack you or me trying to come at you some type of way, because a real friend is gonna tell you, like a sister, like, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's sit down and let's find a better approach to do what it is that we're doing. And let's go from there. If we're locked in and the person can't hold you accountable, they're not your friend. A lot of y'all got a lot of yes men and yes women around. All they want to do is be up underneath your butt and they sniffing your ass, and they're not going to tell you the truth, that your music might be trash, that you need to find a better studio. See, I'm not going to come at you hard body like that, but I might say, hey, gang, so maybe on this hook, maybe you want to switch it up a little bit here, or maybe you want to, fix your equalizer here. People think that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've been in this for years, years deep. Okay, like if I'm giving somebody information, or if I'm plugging you, whether that be a photographer, radio host, somebody that's A&R, anybody that's my plug in New York, anybody that's my plug in the DMV, anybody that's my plug in Miami, if I'm putting you on to somebody, believe me, I've already done my homework, or I've been there, or I know exactly how to get you to where you might want to go. But a lot of people spend so much time hating on the person that really could put you on.
Yep, it's very true. You got to be able to, like she said, if you're cool with somebody, they should be able to tell you the truth at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like you said, like it doesn't benefit you to be around yes people, no matter what your career is, no matter what the hobby is, no matter what you do in life. It just doesn't help. You need them friends and that's why I love my New York friends, because they don't give a fucking damn. Okay, like they don't care.
Sometimes I feel like I care too much. I care more about people than they care about themselves, and that's right. That's okay, baby. Because you want to know something? What I learned at the end of the day is that sometimes people are not in the place or the season to hear you, but you still planted that seed. So at some point in time, when you plant a seed in a person and you are genuine, it's going to come to fruition, whether it be now or down the line or later on. You know who you resonate with, and you know who's never going to hear you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But God is good at the end of the day. Like I said, I'm going to always remain humble, because I know that at any time this could be snatched away from me. This is not something that I even myself, I give all grace and all glory to God first and foremost. If y'all not keeping God first and y'all don't got a relationship with God, I promise you, that's why a lot of times things don't take off the way that they're supposed to, because you're not in alignment with what kingdom tells you. Like if you follow Christ and you're a believer of Christ, then you understand that you're going to go through different phases and seasons in life, where you got to grow, where you got to build, where you got to sit still, where you got to be able to listen and hear the voice of the Lord. If you're not tapped in and you claim to be spiritual, that's why you're not getting your blessings. You're not in alignment. That and attitude goes a long way. It's cool to be ghetto. It's cool to be ratchet. It's cool, but everybody should know there's a time and there's a place for everything. A lot of times the energy is thrown off, and people can't get the opportunities that they should be getting because they don't know how to conduct themselves in a professional manner.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I don't know. I mean, a lot of y'all can probably relate to this, and it's not me. I'm going to say Pittsburgh only because I'm more in Pittsburgh, but I'm sure this is everywhere. But is it just me, or recently the energy's just been off everywhere? Everybody's tripping. Everybody's energy is off. I don't know what is going on.
Well, I will say that, we are going through a transitional time period right now. That's what it is. And like I said, if you're not tuned in, you're not a spiritual person, then you don't understand that there's a literal shift that's going on right now. So a lot of people, their energy's thrown off. They might be out of alignment, like I said. So the way that they act, the way that they speak, how they carry themselves may not necessarily be who they actually are. Excuse me, I'm in here cleaning and stuff, y'all. My bad. But yeah, it may not be exactly who they are, and that's why I said, sometimes you just got to address the elephant in the room and then let it go.
Yeah.
Don't harbor no hate. Don't harbor no ill will, no animosity towards anybody. Like I said, there's a lot going on in politics right now. Elon Musk and his boyfriend is arguing. So it's like, it's a lot going on. I'm trying to charge my phone, y'all, so y'all don't lose me. Bear with me, okay? This is real life right here. I don't do nothing for the fake. Whatever you see online is for real, okay? One second.
I love it, you guys. She said Elon Musk and his boyfriend. I'm crying.
Oh, because listen, that orange orangutan, I don't know. Listen, that's an orangutan if I ever did see one, okay? That wig gotta go. All that money he got, he can't get him a better hairstylist, child. That comb over is sick. That comb over is terrible.
Oh man, that is hilarious. I definitely seen that on social media recently, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" Like,
distraction, man. It's a distraction. They all of one cloth, of one blood, of one community. If you know, you know. Okay, they're all elitists. They want to present like there's division in the home, but it really does not. This is exactly what they want, to keep people distracted. This is why the energy is off, because everybody's all over the place. If you're not in alignment, you're not staying true to yourself, and you're not remaining humble, and you're not keeping God first, then all of these things can affect you. You know what I mean? You don't have the opportunity to move in the way that you should be moving because you're so distracted by the outside stuff. That gorilla versus 100 men, outrageous,
crazy as heck.
I'm like, y'all focus on a gorilla. You focus on a gorilla? Mind you, Africa right now is showing the world like, don't mess with me. We don't need y'all for real. And we did, they didn't need them. Like, I tune into everything, but like I said, people so distracted by the mediocre, stupid things. Like you probably ain't wake up and brush your teeth and go grind and get nothing, but you worry about if 100 niggas could beat a gorilla, he'll pound you to death.
Right. Like,
beat you to death. But okay, go on. Okay, like I said, it's crazy out here. But who am I? I'm just what'd you say? Minding my business, drinking my water, and minding my business.
Okay, listen, that's all. Now, right now, I'm drinking my Pepsi and minding my business. But
listen, y'all. I'm just shooting the shit with my girl. Love the hustle. Okay, we got our graphic tees in black. We got it in white. Tara J, I'll be getting yours. Make sure y'all go out to 400 North Minster, West Maryland. Okay, and copy y'all something. I know I'm up here talking that talk, but that's just me. This is what I do. And anybody that rock with me, they know this, man. I'm going to be as real as can be. I'm going to be as humble as can be. If you want to work with me, don't be put off because I'm going to tell you the truth. And just do know that I'm going to put you on a contract. We all got to be held accountable out in these streets. Anybody will tell you that. If you want to work with me, I'm always looking for models, always looking for brand ambassadors. But like I said, Tara J, please let them know. You got to represent well. And like I said, don't be distracted. You know what I mean? Just don't be distracted, man.
Yeah, don't be distracted and stay true. Be real at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, what I don't understand is about brands, and this goes for all brands, especially Millian Couture. But why do y'all want to wear something but not really be a part of something? Like, I never understand. Like, it's deeper than just a t-shirt or a scully, or glasses is deeper than that. So it's just like, I don't understand when people do stuff like that. It just
honestly, I'm a little perplexed. I really am perplexed because I'm like, if I'm a clothing designer and I don't wear my own stuff, then I'm wondering, am I not confident? Do I not believe in myself? Am I just doing this because it's a hobby? You will never see me walk outside. I don't care if I'm rocking Bagavelli. I don't care if I'm rocking Dermot clothing. I don't care if I'm rocking FYF. I don't care if I'm rocking Ayo University. You're going to see something also that says MCNY on there. You have to be the first representation of your brand because you know you and you know your brand and you know your why better than anybody else. So if you see a clothing designer and you're not wearing your own things, then I honestly can't take you seriously. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first started my brand, I didn't know what my why was. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was in a place where in life things were just very chaotic. And I know that I have a very creative mind. And for me, it was just like drawing is just something that comes second nature. So like I said, I'm a spiritual person and I kept hearing things you know, and I'm like, I don't understand what it means, but I wrote it down anyway. And
Mm-hmm.
over time, I got the name.
Yes.
And as I progressed, the meaning and what it meant to me came after. So
Yes.
that's what my driving force is. When I say you make a lasting impression, I'm simply trying to build a legacy. I have little cousins, I have nieces, I have nephews who may not necessarily have somebody to look up to that is doing what I'm doing. I want them to know that, listen, if you have an idea, write it down.
Yep.
If you have a thought that doesn't leave you,
Mm-hmm.
write it down. If something is consistently chasing you down, then perhaps that is something that you should be doing.
That part.
Then
That
you
part.
figure out how to do what it is that you're thinking of doing. Whether it be
Mhm.
surrounding yourself with mentors, surrounding yourself with other people who are like-minded individuals, because that's the key. Networking is the key. So if you're out here and you saying that you're a brand and you're not telling people every single day that you're out here as a brand, no one will know who you are except you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Facts. And I'm glad that you said that because I feel like a lot of times, just like how if you're a music artist, sometimes or independent music artist, sometimes you're misunderstood. But when it comes to being a fashion designer, what do you think the main thing that people misunderstand about y'all would be?
Some people think we're weird. Some people really think that fashion designers are weird. Like they're like, why would you do that? Or where that come from? Or why would you put this together? I think
Mhm.
that as creatives, a lot of us are strange people because it's like a person that, for instance, I'm listening to jazz music right now. The average
Mhm.
person can't listen to a song unless it has words behind it.
Mhm.
I think that as a designer, it's something innate inside of you that is like, like you can't express yourself maybe through words, but when you put on something, that speaks louder
Yeah.
than what your words can speak. Like how you dress, how you walk into a room, your energy speaks
Mhm.
way before you ever open your mouth,
True.
right? So what
That's
you
so true.
wear, people look at your feet first, right? And then me, I'm a nails person. I did mine earlier. Hey y'all, self-care.
Period.
Okay. So people see you before you ever say anything. So I think as a
Mhm.
fashion designer for us, a lot of people they don't understand our sense of style either. They're just like, this is confusing. Like a lot of times I love Balenciaga because I get a good laugh.
Why?
Balenciaga keeps like, listen, I cannot wait to start up certain, different avenues again because Balenciaga keeps me going.
Yeah.
But people like Balenciaga, like I think it's a social experiment that we're
Mhm.
going through. People don't understand, like they're out here basically seeing how much we can get an individual to just simply consume what we're putting out. And I'm not of the average mind of a fashion designer. I'm not out here just putting things out here for you to buy it. There's a reason why I do what I do. There's a reason why I create the way that I create. And like I said, one of the things people don't understand about fashion designers is that sometimes we're creating out of stress. Sometimes we're creating out of joy. Sometimes we're creating because that's the only thing we know how to do. Some people are just savants. Some people they just born with that fashion bone in their body. Everybody doesn't have a sense of style. So I think for us fashion designers, we're very misunderstood because people can't fathom the idea of creating something, and then
Mhm.
the way that you create may not necessarily be how the next person creates.
Yeah, which makes it unique, and I feel like it's super important when it comes to individuals and humans, us, the people who do buy consumers. Let's call them consumers. Sorry, you guys. But consumers because
Yeah, I
for
don't like that
instance,
word. I call my people my hashtag millionaires because, like I said, we're all about building a legacy. Anybody
yeah,
that's connected to me, you're gonna know, like I said, whatever it is that you want. If you're just a regular hashtag millionaire, and I don't like to say that word regular because we're all unique, we're all powerful human beings. But if you are somebody that's in my community, you are a hashtag millionaire. You are not a consumer. I don't need you to consume anything. If anything, I want to educate you in multiple ways, not just with financial literacy, not just with clothes, but I want to be able to educate you and say, hey, what is it that you need? And I have a huge network now. So
mhm,
anybody that is a part of my community, my hashtag millionaire, just know that you're tapping in with a brand on a deeper level. Gucci don't give a
yeah,
damn. Louis don't give
exactly,
a damn. Chanel don't give a damn. They want your money, and really, they don't even want your money.
exactly.
I'm just gonna
Yep.
put it out there for all my hashtag millionaires. Like I said, thank you guys. Because of you guys, I'm like at the end of the year, November 2019, I'll be celebrating 7 years in business.
Yes, that's a long time. That's a long
Yes.
time. And I'm glad that you actually just said what you said, because that's exactly what I was going to say. Like for me, when I go shopping, and this is why I love your brand so much, because when I go shopping, y'all don't see me in Balenciaga like that. You don't see me in Louis and Gucci and all that. And there's a reason, because I don't connect with those brands. You know, I feel like people buy them because it's what's in, but it's like, what's in about it? Like, I'm confused. A lot of people can't even spell Balenciaga, but you're wearing it. You feel me? Like, so it's just like, what
Clock
is
it.
the point?
Can't spell it, can't say it. Balenza no.
Okay, like it blows my mind that the moment something is popping, everybody jumps on it, but you know nothing about it. You feel nothing. You don't feel connected, like nothing. And then you wonder why some of these brands, I won't say specific names because we're live, and you know this is allegedly, but some brands don't even rock with the Black communities. So, but yet we're the
Right.
ones buying it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for
Well,
me, mhm.
I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah. So for me, you know, I think it's dope what you do, because again, it stands for something. You treat everybody like they matter, because they do. You know what I mean? Millian Couture is out there. It's a dope brand. And it's for everybody. You know what I mean? You're not dedicated to just one type of group or anything like that. It's for everybody. And I love that.
Yeah, I will say that we are a casual luxe apparel brand. We are also an affordable luxury brand. See, that's the difference between myself and all the other brands, is that what people don't realize is that wealth is not just about money. Wealth is a currency as far as like your spirit, your attitude, you know what I mean? Like how you represent yourself. That's
Right.
wealth in of itself, right? And we, as Black people, as African people, we have a very rich culture. So don't get it twisted. They love to tell us that we didn't have anything. That's a lie. History tells us that we had almost everything. We've invented everything. We're highly intuitive. We're highly innovative. We are people that come from a rich culture. Wealth is ingrained in our DNA. Let's never forget that.
Yeah.
Wealth is ingrained in our DNA. Our melanin alone. Come on now.
That was your facial expression.
Because I'm just saying, we are a rich people. Don't get
Yeah.
it twisted. And I want y'all to know something. Y'all love these urban European supposedly designers. All of that is African. Clock it. All those designs that y'all love so much, y'all are so far removed from the culture, which we know historically why that is, that y'all don't even realize y'all are rocking your own.
Yep.
It's just whitewashed. Okay? And when we start tapping into our history and who we are as a people and what our real contributions are outside of Black history, global history, because Black, African, we're everywhere in the world. Start tapping into things outside of the United States. Get your passport, people.
Not too
Get
much
your
on that.
passport. As Black people, we need to go find other Black people. And when you come back to this country, you will feel empowered, because there's nothing that we don't already have or cannot have. So when I create my brand, that's why I call #millionaires. We are all rich already. We're already rich, man. Come on now. Just saying.
Yep. It ain't lying. It ain't lying. Okay. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all a funny thing, because you said something about passports. So my one friend, she was like, yeah, we're going out of town, you should come with us. I'm like, all right, where y'all going? She's like, Puerto Rico. I'm like, dang, I can't even go because I ain't got my passport. And they looked at me like,
what you mean?
What? And I'm like,
Come
what?
on now.
Like, I know I'm late. I'm like, I'll explain to myself, like, I know I'm late, you guys. Oh my God. Like, I'm gonna get it. They're like, you don't need it to go to Puerto Rico. And I was like,
territory. Yeah, it's a territory. Yeah.
I was like, oh.
But you want to know something? This is why it's important to be around different people, because while you may not know something, you connect with somebody that knows a lot about a lot.
Yeah.
That can give you the resource that you need. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have a passport, it's only $160. Takes about 3 weeks to come. Certain documentation you will need. Go and get it. Like, go get it. Like, bro, St. Croix is right there. St. Thomas is right there. Puerto Rico is right there. Hawaii is right there. Y'all gotta go outside. For real, for real. Especially as an artist, like a lot of y'all want to be mainstream artists, but like you can go and hit the whole U.S. territory areas, and you could bubble out there. You want to know why? Because they don't have a U.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
don't have a U. Get your passport. Get your passport. Get your passport. Okay? Real
Period,
talk.
y'all.
We need to go to Paris. Okay? Me and you, Miss Ma'am. HotxX Online Radio
That
and
would be
MCNY in Paris. Okay? But let
that'd
me
be
tell
dope.
you guys something. I want Tara J. I know you said you wasn't doing a lot of traveling this year, but we are doing New York Fashion Week again, September the 13th, baby,
Word.
in
Okay.
New York. It's going to be our show, though. See, that's the difference.
Oh.
Me and 4 other designers, shout out to Winter Blue, is the
Okay.
coordinator for the New York Fashion Show in
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn. Okay, September the 13th. We are sold out. However, we will be opening up a small window for you guys to get a ticket because we are working on getting a bigger venue. So if you want to come to the fashion show, if you want to perform, holla at me in my inbox. You better be serious. I'm telling y'all, don't waste my time. If you don't got it together, and you know you don't got it together,
Mm-hmm.
to see your black behind self into my DM. Just don't do it. Come together, come correct. I'm a very serious person when it comes to business. We can kiki, we can laugh, we can joke. I'm a lot of fun. I'm a ball. But when it comes to business, you got to be a shark. Anybody would tell you that. I'm gonna come correct, so please come correct. If you're an artist, clean music only. I don't want to hear to shoot them up, bang, bang, kill them. That's not the vibe for the fashion show. It's going to be a lot of big major people in the building. That's all I'm going to say. So this is an opportunity to network as well. So September the 13th, please, if you want to perform, if you are a photographer, videographer, hit me up. Holla at me. New York Fashion Week, September 13th. Winter Blue presents Millian Couture NY. Fire. DAB apparel. Okay, we outside with it. And I'm going to do a spoiler alert because I do have a second location that we will be opening up very, very, very soon in Hagerstown. So if you are a fashion designer, a serious fashion designer, okay, and you want to get your clothes in a store, holla at me. I got me and 149 other different designers. We just opened up a university, Westminster, Maryland. That's where you can go and cop your Love the Hustle t-shirt. Got it in black, got it in white. Tap it with me, y'all. I don't just be doing a whole lot of that because, you know, you got a lot of people that talk it, but don't walk it like they talk it. I'm just saying.
Hey, period. Yes, I've seen the white shirt too, and I love it. I really love it.
I will be sending you one. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah. See, that's spoiled, y'all. I told y'all. Yeah. I love it here. I'm a millionaire for life. Okay. Listen, for real, you guys. And one thing I do want to say, you know, coming not just from a brand ambassador perspective, let's take that out of here. Let's just take it from a real perception from me. Out of everything that I have got from Millian, not one thing was cheap. And I think that's very important. Everything is quality. And when I mean I wash my stuff, extra wash, and the thing never changed at all, whether it was a hat, whether it was a shirt, pants. Listen, y'all, a lot of y'all not. I got this, I want to say like pinkish hoodie. It's a hoodie and the pants, and it's Millian Couture. This is when I had weight too, you guys, so I can't fit it anymore. It's a little big, but I still wear it around the house. You know what I'm saying? But when I mean I washed that thing so many times, it didn't shrink one time. I wish it would have so I could wear it, but it didn't shrink one time.
Not I wish it would have shrunk, girl.
I'm like,
Oh,
I mean,
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. See, we live in a world of fast fashion where they out here producing things so fast. And it's all chemically, you know, infused that when you wash it, if it's an oversized t-shirt, by the time you get it, it's a schmedium. Not over here. Not over here. No, ma'am. Let me tell you guys something. There's so many people that want to do fashion. Please hit me up if you need a manufacturer. I do not gatekeep. That's why I say all the time, you know, there's so many people that have no idea who I am. But today you're going to learn who I am. I don't gatekeep information because information is free. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm going to charge you for my time, but I'm not going to gatekeep information, but I will charge you for my time. If you ask me more than 5 questions, that now becomes a consultation. It's $150 and I will be sending you an invoice at the end. Don't get it twisted. Clock it. But information is free. Ask me more than 5 questions, it becomes a consultation. I'm just telling you that. That's time. Okay, but I don't gatekeep. If you need a manufacturer, I'm not going to be out here like, oh, give me $100 and I'm going to give you my money. I don't care. all of this is going to be left behind, right? All I care about is that I was able to help somebody.
Yep.
That's really it. So if you're really out here and you serious about what you want to do, clock in, tap in for real.
Okay. Clock in, y'all. Clock in. And I'm laughing at you guys because when she said, I don't care, y'all really don't realize she really don't care. Like, that's why it's funny to me because I'm like, no, she really don't like at all. She will help you to the T. Like, she is the most humblest person I ever known. She's not selfish at all. She'll give the most best advice, in my opinion, you guys, like best advice and super caring. So definitely tap in with her. I'm telling y'all. And then maybe you're not a clothing designer, but shop. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Shop that Millian Couture. Okay. Oh, and I still have my dress.
Ah,
Can't forget
yeah.
about that.
Listen, speaking of at the new location, we will be bringing back all of the best sellers. And I'm glad you said that you have the dress. A lot of people have been asking me, where's your website? Guys, I always have a website. One thing that you guys got to know as an independent brand is that we want to bring the best of the best experience for y'all. And
Mhm.
and a lot of times what happens is y'all crash my site sometimes, and I appreciate y'all. So I want to make sure that with the site is exactly what it needs to be, so that when you go on to MCNY, MillionCoutureNY.com, that you have the best experience possible. We don't want the bugs. We don't need any issues. We don't need any problems. I want this to be as streamlined as possible. So the site isn't up currently, but again, 400 North Center Street, Westminster, Maryland. You can go physically in store and you can go grab your items. We will have a second location in Hagerstown, Maryland, where I will have my higher end items. I'm going to tell you right now, I have high end items and I have my ready to wear. If you want to shop ready to wear, you can go ahead and go to 400 North Center Street,
Yes.
Ayo University. Go to the mall, y'all. Check it out. We got 149 other dope designers besides myself that I'm connected with. And like she said, if you're not into fashion, that's cool. But if you are a musician, we are having opportunities for you guys to come to our store, sit down, talk, tell your story. We have 3 TVs that are also in the store. If you would like to get your music in rotation for advertising purposes, you can put it in my store. Okay. So
Yes.
again, if you want to tap in, believe me, I have many, many opportunities for artists because I was once an artist. I know what it's like to be independent and to not actually have the opportunities to get your music videos out there without having to buy and pay for streams and views and things like that. We want to do things organically in the real way and touch people in a real way. This is a great way to tap in, you guys. Like I said, we do a lot of advertising. Reach out to me. I'll send you to my guy, Darrell, who is Mr. Ayo himself, and we'll get you in the TV. We'll get you in the store. We'll get you, on the podcast. We got Block Boys. You know what I mean? We got HotxxMag online radio. We got Ayo Talk within the store itself. Like, listen, this is nothing like y'all seen before. So while y'all hating, I'm gonna give y'all some more things to hate on. And I
Okay.
want to shout out Motivani because my man said stop hating. Okay, I like it. But if you want to stop hating and you want to get you a dope bag so you can stop hating, get you some Motivani.
Tap
That's all I'm
in.
saying.
Okay. Tap in.
That's it. That's it.
I love it. So, you got your stuff in the store there. You did mention that you'll have another location opening, but where else in the future? Let's
Actually, three.
say,
Actually,
oh,
three.
three. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So,
What?
uh, 2 Bond Street, 2 Bond Street in Baltimore. We are working on getting our things in there. So actually, that'll be 3 locations. We are now currently in Westminster, Maryland, 400 North Center Street. That's Ayo University. Hagerstown, we are working on that in about, I say, another 90 days. We'll be fully functional up and running. If you guys didn't come to the last grand opening, I'm telling you, it was lit. It was amazing. I got to connect with all the designers that I've been talking to for the past, like I said, 90 days to see them in person and to be connected to such an amazing, community. God is good. So, like I said, if you're a designer, if you're an artist, and you're trying to tap in outside of Pittsburgh, get with me. Like I said, all jokes aside, all that other stuff aside, I'm definitely somebody that you want to get to know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm like that important, but believe me when I tell you, like, if you want some help, I can get you where you need to go.
Yes, yes, yes. And definitely, like I told y'all talk. I hear people all the time saying y'all need somebody real and true, somebody who really care. You're looking at her. I mean, she's telling you, hit me up. Okay. If you don't know her, and some of y'all be like, well, I don't know her. Get to know her. What's the excuse now? Like, get to know
And
her.
that's a lot of people's problem. Y'all be so focused on y'all gotta know somebody. It's information. Come get the information.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get the information, then you can go and figure it out. Okay, this is something I definitely want to be a part of, or not. Everything is not for everybody, and people be so caught up on the popularity that you missing out on the real gems because the gems are underground. Diamonds do not peek their head out.
They be
They
chilling.
bust through. They bust through.
Yeah.
Anything that's rare is not easy to find. So please understand, while y'all out here chasing behind who y'all think is the plug, y'all have no idea what they did to get to where they are. While people are bandwagon, riding the people that are the popular people, you don't even know what their morals are. You don't know what they stand for. They just put your money. I could call out names that y'all will be like, and I know personally that they don't give a damn.
Oh God.
They could care less. They're gonna scam you every time you allow them to scam you. Y'all allow yourselves to be scammed because y'all worried too much about who's out in the forefront. See, a person that's really about their business, you're not gonna really see them out there too much. I just started putting myself out there. 10 years without being in the music industry. Popped out, had a moment. I went back underground. Why? Because I'm spending time learning, building the resources so that I can help people. Like if you're too much out there, like, you know what I mean? It's like how like it's cool to be out there, but sometimes you gotta understand that scarcity is key too. Because when you give people too much access to you, they think they know you.
Oh. Yes. Talk to him. What?
I'm gonna leave it at that. But again, my name is Millian of Millian Couture. If you would like to tap in, like I said, I mean business. We're gonna do business. We're gonna eat, especially. Okay. Anybody that knows me knows that we're gonna go up and we're gonna continue to go up. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's on. That's on. Period.
Period.
I love it. I love it. But it's so true. So I know people after this interview is feeling what you were saying. They want to learn more about you, more about your brand, because as she mentioned, this is just all of sum up because it's so much more that you can unravel and get to know about her. But so that you can, where could they follow you on social media?
If you would like to tap in with Millian Couture, you want to go to Millian Couture NY on Instagram, Millian Couture NY on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel as well, which is Millian Couture NY. That's where you can actually see a lot of my behind the scenes. You can also see like how I build. I'm going to be also, doing more videos on like how I construct, how I design, all that stuff. I'll also be talking to you guys about how to actually get a manufacturer, where to look, to find a manufacturer, all these different things that I'm telling you guys. You go to my YouTube channel, very soon you'll be able to see that information. You don't have to seek and search and try to figure out like how do I go about doing this? Because a lot of times people do DM me and they ask me like, hey, you can go on my YouTube. Like I said, very, very soon I'll be talking about all these things. But YouTube is Millian Couture NY, Instagram Millian Couture NY, Facebook Millian Couture NY. If you really, really want to tap in, I suggest you guys hit me in my DM on Instagram. That is where all of my plugs are. That is where all of my connects are for like certain little things. It'll be easier for me to share the page to you, connect you, like literally connect you instantaneously. But like I said, have it together. Don't waste my time because I'm not going to have anybody ruin my reputation because they want to be a hobbyist or they playing games. And believe me, I'll figure it out before they do.
Okay. That part. I love it. We clocking in tonight, you guys. But for real, you guys, she's super dope. And I am going to be a little brat for a minute. So if y'all don't go follow her, don't talk to me. Okay. But
listen, I love it. I appreciate you 1,000%. 1,000%. We are locked in for life. You know what I mean? That's my girl. Y'all tapping with HotxxMagOnlineRadio. Get them interviews going. You know what I mean? Tara J is a mogul. I told her that a couple years ago. I'm like, this is the mogul in the making. And I've watched her grow and continue to just excel. So I'm happy to be tapped in. Truly humbled to make your acquaintance and have your friendship and your sistership. So we live. It's lit.
Yes, I really appreciate it. You already know the love for you is heavy. Okay. And we locked in, y'all. Like I said, make sure y'all go follow her. Don't talk to me. And yeah, like that's about it for tonight, you guys. Go follow her on social media. Check it out. Don't forget, y'all, New York Fashion Week in September 13th. So I hear y'all all the time, oh, we be in New York. So you should be in New York in September. That's all I'm saying. And that goes for me too. So we got to get it together and head
Yeah.
to New York in September for Millian Couture.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been real.
It's been real, you guys. Don't forget, keep clocking that tea and have a good night.
Yeah.
Peace.